Limited human rights. In my basic human rights video, I explained my summarized list of human rights to be that you have the right to live, to control your own actions, to bodily autonomy, to own property, to freedom of expression, and to a standard of living. These rights apply to what is defined as a person. A person is an individual or group that is allowed by law to take legal action as plaintiff or defendant. It may include natural persons or fictitious persons, such as corporations. Please keep in mind that this is my personal opinion. These rights are not necessarily what is given according to modern societal law. This is how I believe they should be distributed. So, full rights are not necessarily given to children and unborn children, animals of various kinds, criminals, and some mentally impaired. For children and unborn children, they always have the right to live, to freedom of expression, and to a certain standard of living. They do not have the right to control their own actions, including those regarding bodily autonomy, or to own property. That's deferred to their parents. All decision-making is given to the parents because a child's brain is not yet developed enough to be equal with that of a legal person. So different kinds of animals have different rights. You have companion animals, livestock animals, wild animals that aren't endangered, aren't under any type of threat as a population, and then you have endangered animals. So companion and endangered animals have the right to live and the right to a certain standard of living. They do not get to control their own actions, even those regarding their bodily autonomy. They cannot own property, and they do not have freedom of expression. Livestock and wild animals have one less right. They do not necessarily have the right to live because there are plenty already in the population, and so there's no fear of them going extinct. They do, however, have the right to a certain standard of living, which is, of course, where laws against abuse and neglect come in. Criminals, depending on your crime, you may have some or all of your rights taken away due to your actions against society. The mentally impaired, this completely depends on their condition. You may have complete mental faculties, you may have some limited ones, and some are more capable of making decisions than others. However, I believe all of the mentally impaired, regardless of condition, are entitled to the following rights at the very least. You have the right to live, the right to own property, to freedom of expression, and to a certain standard of living. The only rights that I believe should depend on your condition are the right to control your own actions, even in regards to bodily autonomy. There are some impairments that would cause you to harm yourself or others around you, so those are very important to be in the control of someone with complete mental faculties.